Next in the data processing instructions is multiply instruction. Okay, so till now we have dealt with the move instruction, arithmetic instruction, compare instruction, and next we are into multiply instruction. Okay, so as the name suggests, just for multiplication, so we have two types, MLA and MUL. Okay, uh, MLA just two things, multiplication as well as accumulating the result. Okay, the syntax is pretty much the same. Okay, you can see that multiplication happens between two numbers, right? So you can see that there are two numbers here, RS, RN. Now in fact here there are four operands used in multiply and accumulate, because you need to accumulate the result. Whereas in a normal multiply instruction, that is MUL, there are only three registers, nothing but two for the operands and another one for the product. RD is for the product. Okay, so let's say that if RM is 5 and RS is 5, okay, I'm just taking a random number. So 5 into 5 is 25 and 25 is stored in RD. So that will be the example for multiply instruction. Now multiply and accumulate, so as the formula suggests here, right, so there are three operands here. So it's RM into RS. Okay, so the numbers in this are multiplied and then it's added along with Rn. So if you want to accumulate it, so it's better that you make Rn 0. Okay, plus 0, so it gets accumulating. So the first multiplication, the result will be added with 0. Okay, and then it's stored in RD. So what happens, the result is accumulated, right? So okay, so we'll go to the next one, the long multiplication. So you have four long versions here. One is the signed version, another one is unsigned version. So you can see here the signed version here. So it's the same thing, MLA. Only thing is, in the beginning there is an S, indicating that this is a signed instruction, signed multiply and accumulate instruction, as well as it's a long instruction. Long instruction meaning to say that so the result will be always a 64-bit value, which means we need the help of two registers for storing the result, because only one register can store only 32-bit max data, right? So for holding 64-bit data we need at least two registers, right? So you can see here it's the syntax is given as RDLO and RDHI. So these are the two destination registers which holds the 64-bit result. The higher 64-bit is held in this register here, and the lower 64-bit is held in this register here. Okay, though it is normal multiplication itself. Here you can see here, let's see the formula here. See, it's RD high comma RD low plus, okay, assuming that this is 0 right in the beginning, plus RM into RS, the first multiplication, right? Okay, so this is nothing but multiply and accumulate. Okay, so we'll just deal with an example later on. Okay, so right now I'm just explaining the instructions working. Okay, so the next one is, it's nothing but the normal multiply. So again, it's you can see that in beginning it is S and at the end it is L, meaning to say that it is signed multiply long. Okay, you can see the formula here. I think it's pretty understandable here. Okay, the next one is these two sets, that is, it's starting with U here, meaning to say that it is an unsigned multiply and accumulate. It's the same but long. Okay, long multiplication. But you just remember that MLA in general stands for multiply and accumulate. MUL stands for just normal multiplication. Okay, so here you go. We'll go to that. This is nothing but the same, but except that here everything is detailedly written here. Okay, 32 multiplied by 32. Here it's a wrong result actually. Here 32 multiplied by 32 is not 64 actually. Okay, so something wrong in this, because 32 into 32 plus 64 is not 64. So there is a mistake in the result here. Okay, just keep an eye on this. There is it's wrong. It depends on whether 32 multiplied by 32. So I guess what we can do is we can just remove this. Okay, that would be better. Okay, we've already gone through this. Okay, let's go with an instruction now. Example, sorry. Before execution or after execution, R0 is 0, R1 is 0. So you can see here the example UMULL. The moment you see that U unsigned, MUL multiply, L long, meaning to say that there are two destination registers, R0 and R1. So R0 and R1 are the destination registers. Okay, right, so it's clearly written here. R0 holds the lower 64 bit, R1 holds the higher 64 bit. Do not forget the order here. The first number holds the lower 64 bit, and R1, the next data, holds the higher 64 bit. It's unsigned, so we are not worried about the sign. Okay, so here the source registers are R2 and R3, that is the first operand and the second operand. 2 is the data, which is the same. So 2 multiplied by 2 is 4. Okay, sorry, it is 0xF00002. Okay, what we'll do is we'll just use a calculator for this. Okay, we'll just clear the data, set the mode to hexadecimal. Okay, so 2 multiplied by, so it is F. Okay, here you go. The result here is, you can see here, this is 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 and 8. So nothing but the first the lower 32 bit. This is the lower 32 bit. If you want, you can take a binary representation of this. Okay, then you'll understand it better. Okay, so nothing but the first 32 bits. Okay, so if you can just count along, or I prefer a hexadecimal. Okay, so E0004 will be held in the R1, right? Sorry, it's in R0. R0. Okay, here, so E00004, I'll show that once again. The result here, E0004 will be held in the lower destination register, that is R0, and the higher, that is nothing but 1, okay, is held in the higher destination register. I hope this is clear, there's no doubts in this. Okay, so we'll go to the next instruction, branch instruction. So I'll do that in the next slide. End it here.